Jerusalem Demsas is a media personality currently involved at The Atlantic as a staff writer. She started writing about housing, democracy, immigration, economics, and federalism at The Atlantic in March 2022. Jerusalem Demsas was born in Ethiopia, a small East African country, in March 1995. She later relocated to the United States at age 3. Demsas and her Eritrean parents flew from Ethiopia, an East African country, to escape the spreading civil war. After arriving in the U.S., the family found a home in the Maryland suburbs. Now 29 years old, Jerusalem remembers that she struggled to speak English when she just moved to Maryland. However, her parents were familiar with the language. Like most of the refugee families, Jerusalem and her parents initially found it hard to make a living in the new country. It was even harder for Demsas when her parents ended their marriage with a divorce. Jerusalem then lived with her father in an apartment in Montgomery County, Maryland. She joined Richard Montgomery High School, completing her graduation in 2013. Furthermore, Demsas obtained a bachelor's degree in economics from William and Mary in 2017. Jerusalem is of African ethnicity and Ethiopian nationality. Demsas was a visiting fellow at SNF Agora Institute at Johns Hopkins University from March 2023 to March 2024. Likewise, she worked as a policy journalist at Vox from October 2020 to March 2022. At Vox, Jerusalem also co-hosted the popular policy podcast, The Weeds. In her tremendous journey to journalism, Demsas has written essays in the form of stories that directly connect with her audiences. In fact, her essay collections have been compiled into a book titled On the Housing Crisis, which was up for sale in September 2024. Jerusalem is a fan of descriptive journalism, and she has made the term effective in her professional work. As a staff writer at The Atlantic, she writes about the housing crisis that has directly affected millions of Americans. She has elaborated on the root causes of skyrocketing housing costs in the U.S. through her essays like The Real Villain in the Gentrification Story and The Right to Move is Under Attack. Demsas is also active on media as the host of the Good on Paper podcast. Her professional net worth remains undisclosed. While Jerusalem's descriptive journalism has sparked interest in her personal life, her readers are curious to explore her relationship status. So, is she married? Well, Demsas seems unmarried and enjoying singlehood at the moment. She keeps on refining her professional career while maintaining her privacy. You can follow Jerusalem on X, where she shares every bit of detail about her professional work. Demsas followers on X have surpassed the number of 40.5K. Jerusalem is fluent in English, Tigrinya, and Amharic languages. At William and Mary, she was honored as the American Parliamentary Debate Association President and Speaker of the Year in 2017. Demsas was inspired heavily by Yale Law professor David Schleicher's writing piece on labor market economics. Subscribe to our channel to get insights on your favorite celebrities.